My name's Kimberlee Smith. I'm the head of Eagle Eye News, and I'm here with two other people. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Sierra. I'm managing editor on the Eagle Eye.
And I'm Sarah, and I'm the copywriter on the Eagle Eye, and I am also a senior. It's weird because for me, like, I'm trying to balance going to work, doing classes, and doing an internship. Like, how are you guys doing with balancing everything and thinking about finals?
I'm coping by not thinking about finals till like a couple days before, unless it's like a big project, like in Professor Soka's class where I, work on it for, a long period of time. But like I have other stuff that I have to worry about before the final, so I can't really focus on the final just yet.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
And some of them we're supposed to start on now. I know for one of me and Kim's classes, we need to start on our final now. And I'm just like, but I still have other assignments to do. Like, and I was like, 12 what?
12 sentences? I can do that.
Yeah, 12 words? I got you.
Letters, that's what it is.
Yeah. And I was like, 12 pages? Huh?
I find it really hard to remember everything online more than I do like in-person classes. Like when I would go to class, like every class period teacher would be like, hey, you have this. But for some of my classes, I don't even go to class. Like they don't have an online class time. Or we do, but like it's something new every day. And those are much easier to keep track of. But sometimes it's not on Canvas. Technology doesn't work all the time. It's just, I miss being in class, which is weird.
But, yeah, me too.
Like it's nice being able to wake up, maybe sit in bed and go to class, but at the same time, like I'm not learning and I'm paying to learn. So like,
yeah, it's like you're just paying for the degree at this point.
Sadly, yeah. One of my teachers asked, like, are you actually learning? And I was like, I don't know. I think so.
But yeah, I mean, I am, but I'm not. At the same time, it's weird. I'm definitely not retaining the information as well as I used to.
I miss actually like taking notes. I got notebooks for no reason.
I never take notes. Like me being at home, I've been at home since last semester ended, and I'm still gonna be at home probably until I graduate. And it's really just made me a less productive person. Like I was already lazy as hell, but now I get out of my bed like at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., go to class, dick around, do one assignment when there are 4 due, and then just go back to sleep. And then the classes where you don't even go to class, they're really hard for me to even know what to do. Like there was a research paper due a week before she like told us it was due. Like a week after she told us it was due. And I'm like, huh? Wait, what? And she just like, oh, here's the chapter, here's the assignment, read it. I never read the book. I bought the book, it was $50. I haven't even barely opened it. And then she gives us exams where you could easily cheat. I don't cheat, but it's like you can just
What class was that?
It's an art history class that I took for no reason.
I almost took that class.
Art appreciation next semester.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely...
I'm calm 108. I am in a freshman class as a junior.
Because presentations on the phone are way easier than in person.
Well, honestly, with some of the classes we've taken, like with Dr. Wilson's class, where we had to present like every essay we wrote. And plus, I know everybody in our major, basically, so it's really not like, it's literally just like presenting to my friends. So
yeah, exactly.
It's not crazy anymore. Still get nervous, but it's not just like, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, with Professor King, it's not bad. It's great, actually. It's kind of fun.
For real.
I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that talks in the class because everybody's, like, kind of shy.
Well, sometimes like Pam will be like, so anyone know the answer to this question? And it'll just be 5 minutes of silence. She's like, anyone? Hello?
I love that. I love that. She'd be like, hello, is anyone here? Hello, Kimberlee, are you here? And I'm like, she's like, hi, Kimberlee. I'm like, do I respond? Am I supposed to say hello?
That's the thing with online. Like, what can they do if you don't respond? I mean, I guess they can give you bad participation grade, but like if everyone's doing it, like, what are you supposed to
Like
do?
Professor King's like, if you don't respond to a question, I assume you're not in class. And it's like, they have every right to think that. If they literally go, Kimberlee, what do you think about this? And you just don't respond whatsoever, and it's like the middle of class, that's one thing,
Yeah.
But like, and plus with I couldn't imagine having like no Wi-Fi or something. Like when the power went out here, I had to talk to Professor King. I was like, look, if I just disappear out of class, it's because I still don't have power. I'm on a hotspot on my phone right now.
Oh my gosh.
Like, there's so much stuff that could go wrong.
Oddly enough for me, presenting in comm classes was easier to do in person than not in person, because then I'd see like your face or like my friend's face, and then I'd feel like calm or just start laughing. So then I would just forget what I'm talking about. But now I'm just like talking to a sea of black screens, and I'm just like stuttering, and I'm like, what am I talking about? Am I saying this right?
Or
Yeah,
if
but you
just
almost
like
don't
your
care.
teacher's picture, you're just like, hey.
But I almost don't care if I mess up. I'm just like, whatever. Like, no one cares anymore.
I definitely need to probably pay more attention when people are like, besides the teacher, are presenting. But at the same time, like if it's their project, honestly, in person, probably half the class is zones out anyway. Like if you ask someone who's just sitting there like this, they probably won't know what you just talked about in or out of class.
Yeah, sometimes I do just zone out. Like when someone's like answering a question and they're like talking for like a hot second, I'm like, I don't even know what they said. So.
There's some people that'll answer a question, they'll like listen, I'll be like, what'd you say?
I mean, I feel like definitely in the beginning of the semester, like everyone was more, talkative. They were putting the camera on their face, but like over time, we've all just kind of gotten super lazy.
It's just like, I don't want
Maybe
people to see me look gross in the morning, because I just roll out of bed and put on a shirt. And I'm like, do I have to put this camera on? And then people stop putting cameras on. So I was like, why am I using my camera still?
Yeah, Pam asked us that yesterday. So what's the reason you're not putting cameras on?
I feel like half of the people who said they had technical difficulties were lying. Because I do that too sometimes when I'm in class. I'm like, my camera doesn't work. Sorry. I just bought a $70 new camera for my computer. My camera is fine. I hope Pam doesn't see this, because she's going to be like, really?
like if teachers don't put it on the assignments on like where you have to turn something in where it pops up on Canvas, I forget about it or I just don't see it, or
It has to be on the
like with
to-do
the SMP that was due for our final, I didn't know about it to the day of.
Mm-hmm.
Like that night I saw it and I was like, what?
Oh God.
Because it wasn't on the assignment. So I emailed her. I was like, where do we turn it in? It's not, I don't see it anywhere, I don't even know if I turned it into the right place.
Wait, are you talking about the mask thing? Or is that my other class? The mask essay? Did you guys have that? That was probably public relations, okay. Yeah, because there was no submission and I was like, I can't submit this and it's due in like 30 minutes.
I shouldn't have to go searching to find out what I'm supposed to turn in or do.
And then like if we do it wrong, we get penalized, but we couldn't find it.
Especially with those classes that you don't even go to the classes. I feel like they're a double-edged sword. Like you can just do the assignment whenever you want, whenever it's free, but also you're kind of taking away the learning time that you need to actually learn the material from a professional and have them translate it into human words.
The reason I really like the online is because when you don't meet in class, you have time to do your assignments, if that makes sense. Because like before, like I would go to class all day, Monday through Thursday, then have to do my assignments late at night when I got off of work, and it was really stressful. But now I can kind of just do them in the day and stuff, but at the same time, I'm not learning as much. So it's like what Kim said, it's like a double-edged sword. Like I don't know which one's worse or which one's better.
And like I bought a planner and I've actually used it more this year than I ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Like normally in class I remember everything. Like I'm like, okay, I have this. Like
I just make reminders on my phone.
I don't know what's going on, but I just forget to make them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like with
I feel like I'm the
Sarah
opposite.
with soccer, I get so, I don't want to do anything before soccer because I'm tired. And then after soccer, I'm even more tired, but I waited to do it afterwards.
Yep.
So I'm doing
I literally wake up in the morning to do assignments like right before. And I used to always do them like the day before, but now I always wake up right before like the assignment is due. So I feel
I miss physically turning things in. Like it really kept me on a schedule, but now it's like I have until 11:59 tonight. I can wait till tomorrow to do it.
Exactly. That's
and,
how
like, there's some things where, like, yeah, and there's some things like I forgot, and one of my essays was due at 2:00, and I was like, I have to write 1,000 words by 2:00, and it's 11. I did it, but I woke up and was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot this.
I guess the point of all of this is everyone has to find their own ways to cope with the online and to make time, because like I said, like I'll be moving out, I have an internship, I have work. And so for me, I'm trying to think in my head, what is the best way I can get everything done for these finals on time so I can, because I've worked so hard this semester, I might as well not bomb at the end. So I'm like, I'm going to have no social life for a few weeks. I'm going to have to, instead of going out on a Saturday, I'll be at home doing all my work on that Saturday a week before it's due, because that week I'll have something else due. So you kind of have to like plan it. You have to like look ahead and be like, what's due the rest of the semester? Get this done this weekend, get this done this weekend. Might not have a social life, but it's definitely, you'll be fine. You have all of December to see your friends and stuff. And so that's what I think that everyone should do. Maybe, yeah, right? It's like you can't even see people. But
like I can see my closest friends that I see every day but like right now for women's soccer, we're the only athletic team that haven't had to be quarantined yet. Knock on wood. But like our coach is like, you're in dry season, so you can't drink or anything anyway. And normally I would encourage you to go to parties just to like see people. However, you can't drink. So I don't know how much fun it would be. But he's like, this year, because of COVID, you can't go to parties. Try to avoid going really public places. Try avoid going to restaurants, take takeout, like try avoid going home to, if a lot of people are going somewhere. Like there were times where like over the summer, I would go out, hang out with my coworkers, go play volleyball or something like that. But then as soon as the season started, I had to stop. I had to be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't come. I really want to, but like, I can't jeopardize my team.
Right. Yeah.
Because if one person gets it, we all have to quarantine. And then that makes us lose 2 weeks. Yep. Like the guys' team had to quarantine because of a coach that came once. Yeah, and then the other teams, it was because they went out to Buckhead or Atlanta.
It's just so easy to get it. It's scary.
Mm-hmm. Also, what's so important that you have to leave? Like, you're going to a party for what? You can just turn on some music and
parties aren't even that fun anyway.
I didn't even like partying before quarantine.
Yeah, same. Like I might like with seeing people, like I see the people I work with, and then I see my family, and then I might see a friend like once a month, but like it's always like somewhere where it's like in a safe situation. Like we're not like over here like, oh, let's go to the club or anything like that. Like yeah, so it'll usually be like outside of like Starbucks or something, like somewhere like we know we can like social distance and everything. So I don't know, it's crazy times.
I literally hang out with my teammates, and then some of the guys on the guys team literally like both my roommates are my teammates. So I mainly hang out with them, and then some other friends from Reinhardt. But like my friends from, like my best friend goes to UGA. I want her to come to a game, but at the same time, like she goes to UGA. She's not out partying because she's trying to get into med school right now. But, you know,
I feel like it's easier
if
for me because all of my friends are at Reinhardt and I don't really have any friends where I live. So there's no reason for me to go out of my house. I'm gonna drive 2 hours to see y'all. I love y'all, but
yeah.
also
No, I get it.
I can't do that.
Mhm.
So I feel like it's easier for me to stay inside. But if it was like y'all could like go hang out with people that live closer to you and it would be more tempted to like go outside of your house. I've been inside since May. I just went outside my house for the first time in 2 weeks. I was forced to leave my house to go get some sun because I'm vitamin D deficient. So it's like there's no reason for me to even leave my house, but I can kind of understand like you have friends like across the hall or at your job or in your class. So you can just like, hey, you want to go to a party? I don't know. It makes more sense.
I'll just have a party in my apartment with my two roommates. I
That
mean,
sounds great.
they're both crackhead enough for me to that would be considered a party.
Mm-hmm.
And like we all, hit 21 this year.
Yeah,
And we're
21
one of
quarantine.
my one of my roommates is in December, so she'll be turning 21 like next month. And then me and my other roommate are March and April. So like,
Yeah. So
well,
hopefully I
we
get
don't
to
really
party
know
for
when.
my 22nd birthday, but not my
I
21st.
didn't for my 22nd birthday. We had Mexican food and that was it.
Honestly,
I wanted to
that's the
go.
best
I had a
thing.
game.
Well, we'll get through this. I'm sure there's a
Hopefully.
bunch of other people that are going through the same thing that we're all going through. So we all just have to, get up and just do it. And then once we're done with the semester, we can have a little break and then get right back to it.